What's good? Konnichiwa, bitches. Unstable creature here. Coming off the line. Of course, I'm gonna need to finish up what I started, and that is, of course, the buy-in. And this will be part 2 of the buy-in. And you know what? I didn't intend on waiting so many days. I meant to send the buy-in, like my buy-in part 2 after that, but I'm glad I didn't because I ended up catching or, just getting little views of other little videos. And I'm just looking like that just add more to what I was saying. And of course, I was already trying to plead my case on, you know, how it's just Jimmy Garofalo. It just seemed like I just stopped right there. Like I just feel like no need to go no further or anything like that. On top of letting somebody else go, on top of picking up O'Connor, that you're not even gonna probably start or anything like that, which is gonna bring me around to video that I ended up watching. The first video, or which I'm gonna make the first video because it just came on like yesterday or whatever the case may be. But Raiders film, and they were just trying to plead their case on why, the Raiders really need Jimmy Garoppolo at this time, and as far as the red zone. So I was looking like, you know what, I had to dislike it, because first of all, he even mentioned in the video we have to wait until he get healthy, or he's at his healthy to even look in a perspective to be taking care of the red zone. But even though when you get to the red zone, don't we have the rest of the field to cover? We have so many stuff. And then since his arm isn't what it is, so what we gonna do? Short passes? Or we gonna be just tossing it off, giving it off, doing that, all that? It's like, come on now. If we don't have our different variety of things that we can bring out our repertoire, what the hell are we gonna be doing on this field other than what we did last year? Being a clown. We should be tired of being a clown. All of that should be done with. And it shouldn't be no further than that. We need more than just somebody that's just going to tackle the red zone. We need the red zone and the rest of the field. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and cut that one where it is because that little video just blew my mind. Like, come on now. We got a whole field to cover. We got so many mans. And then on top of that, being in the red zone, it is critical. And then you have to be very quick with the passes. And seeing that if his arm isn't in the best of shape, how is he going to even tackle the red zone? And then on top of that, do you see the way everybody is playing now? Do you see the way they fucking swallowed Jared? Like, it's a fast pace now. Everybody's like, but everybody's younger. Everybody's just doing their thing. So that's like another thing to keep in mind. It's okay to go back on people's history, but the history has to actually catch up with them or be present with them as well. I'm just saying, like, it makes sense. Okay, so on top of that, I'm not even gonna bring up my man, Jared, because he's not here. I can't elaborate. I wish I just go back and pick him up. That's one thing I didn't even do. Go back and look and see where he is. But y'all should pick him up because now it's gonna bring me to my next situation. Calm down. Calm down. And my next situation is what video? I think it came on probably like Friday or Saturday, but upon further review. Usually I watch upon further review for some things, and before the season has started, I think it's a fairly new podcast channel, whatever the case may be. If it's not, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? I stand by that. But to me, it's fairly new. So with all of that, I was just able to see how he was vibing in the new stadium, the new arena, all of that, all of that type of stuff. So I was able to look at that. But now I just got whiff of him and how he really thinks. It's almost like, damn, you should, I don't know. Yeah, I don't care about who pays who, you know what I mean? Because nobody pay my bills. And I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth to the day I die. So it just seems a bit funny that you will say, just like on that last episode, that you will say, and this is the Eddie guy, the host, he gonna go ahead and say, like, where do a franchise football team look like starting, wait, look like starting a rookie. But I'm looking like, oh my God, like Mahomes is kicked. Like we can get in there, finesse him, figure him out, but he's kicking our ass. He was when he came on the field, he was light. He was young. But the thing that kind of threw a twist to me is because they was talking about Jared. They was talking about Jared and whoopty whoop, and then they'd be like, oh, what it looked like franchise football team start. This is why we in these type of situations. You shouldn't even say no shit like that. Because I say start anybody else, whether I say start O'Neal, go back and start, or go get Stidham and see how they both work in the situation. Because you over here on putting all of not only your eggs, but all of our eggs in his basket. And it's like, you already told us on paper on this. Yeah, it could be a flip side to where like, yeah, just keep them up and guessing and all of that other stuff. But no, I'm still looking at the structure that y'all keep on going along instead of every time somebody's in a position to actually show their true skills. I don't want to say you afraid of like, going out and doing something a little different and being that. You know what I mean? So everybody got to be everybody got to be older than I don't know what, but everybody that has a franchise in the NFL with all of these younger people, rookies and all the starters and all of that other shit and doing very well, better than us in stats and all of that shit, and you gonna say some shit like that. This is why I be like, some people just don't need the platform that they have. Not like you, but you came right under Mitch Ritz, whatever. I used to watch him too, but once he couldn't fall through with what his words were or what they was feeding him, it's almost like, do you see what you're doing? Do you see the structure that you got people following, and it ain't fucking real or it ain't fucking fact? It's just like that shit hurts me. So here's another person who sat down, start getting to know people on a personal level, which is fine. That's fine. Always get to know people. But at the same time, if you know that if you're a judge or you're supposed to be checking this person out for their skills and, what they're going to bring to the table, we can't make any excuses, especially at this time. Like, this is what I mean. Y'all allow the NFL to chop y'all up, and then y'all make up all the excuses, and you want us to swallow, eat, do all of this shit with those excuses. And I'm just looking like, damn, could we be done with that? Could anybody take a stance on what the hell is going on? Like, let's be real. Let's be realistic. And then it's like a rock in a hard place, because you're gonna go and get somebody. You go and get somebody fairly young, off of your draft pick, right? Straight out of college, you got a quarterback, and then you go and get someone who's injured or whatever, and in hopes of when he do come into this structure, he'll be able to fall right into it, because you had time with him here, and we have picked up a lot of 49er players or whatever the case may be, just like Patriots or whatever. It's still, we should look at just the structure and the history. Like I said, Stidham had been there and could have already completed the mission. When y'all be doing stuff like this, it doesn't sit right. And that's going to bring me to my next video. Stuff like this don't sit right. I be feeling like y'all have got to clear the air and get right, not only with yourself, but with the team as well, because this shit ain't making no sense. Y'all can't make it make sense if y'all got all of this other stuff that's pointing towards, like, you say you're not going to start him. The whole conversation was about Stidham, which I really think that y'all are mad that for whatever reason, maybe he do have gained a little weight, have picked up what he should. Shit, if people get wind of Stidham and be like, that's the guy, like that's the man that did what the because like I said, in the preseason he did it, and then at the end, I feel like at the ass end as an anchor he did his thing. What the are you talking about? Okay, and then you tried to switch and say that, you know what I mean, like you're not gonna start. It was just like keep it let's keep it a buck. Like, let's be real. Let's be real with it. Like, come on now. And then the Raider films that I watch, and watching Jimmy Garoppolo, I wish I could. What year was that? That's what the. I want to know what year was that, because whatever year it was, it looked like it was I hope he slowed the film down because it looked like it was in slow motion. Do we know how fast everybody's moving now? Everybody's correcting. Everybody's doing all these different things. And I know we not finna be sold on no Jimmy Garofalo ass. No. I'm not even lying, but between these two videos that I had just caught wind of or just sat down and watched, I was like, yeah, let me see what they talking about. Maybe they was talking about people like that. But no, actually, they actually disappointed me. Cause upon further review, that Eddie looking guy, no, the shit that he said, I'm telling you, in this season, if y'all keep on moving that, you won't be able to stand 10 toes on it. I best believe it. So I mean, y'all best believe it. I know it. So, all that is out the window. I think that y'all need to start taking shit to the drawing board. If you gonna sit down and get to know, as for your podcast and shit, kiki, drink, smoke, whatever the fuck it is. But when it comes to the field, don't make no excuses for nobody. And all you said was he's cool. And why should the Raiders franchise start a rookie or something like that? Make it make sense. Did you say he's finna dominate? Did you say he's finna kill? Did you say he's finna leave bodies on the field? No. And the attitude is almost coming off like, you know what I mean? You probably been watching my videos. I feel like I'm probably the only one that was probably standing up for Jared throughout this whole situation. And y'all tripping. But you know what? I'm going to give it to y'all. And we finna see how it plays out. Just like we all had to watch and endure the previous years. Y'all don't want to listen because y'all want to think that y'all way is way better because now y'all under this Vegas structure and all of that other stuff. Let me tell you something. This is another video I made. Vegas, y'all only making money for Vegas, okay? Vegas, yeah, they took the team, but they're not taking care of the team. The team is taking care of the team is taking care of the city. But the city ain't taking care of the team. Because y'all not looking right. Y'all can beat, that's a tourist stuff. I mean, that's a tourist like little spot in the city. So y'all probably going to be living how y'all want to live. But at the same time, when it comes down to the skills, to pay the bills and all this other shit, they ain't going to be looking out making sure that y'all do right because they took y'all from the structure that y'all really needed. That y'all kept on trying to run from because y'all, half of y'all was like, oh, we can do better. Oh, that. And better didn't even get us better in stacks and leads and none of that. Bit, please. Okay, now for I'm gonna let me just give it to you. I'm gonna get off here because my kids trying to come downstairs. They gotta be on my way. Have a blessed day. Always.